Good morning, Paul McGinnis here. And our verse for today comes from Matthew chapter 9. But before we get to the verse, have you noticed that once you notice something or once you pay attention to something, you start to notice more of it? You start to see it everywhere. So yesterday was a really exciting day for us as a family. My daughter had turned 17 over the summer. She got her license, and now she got her first car. And it's funny, now that we bought a Subaru Outback for her, already I'm seeing them everywhere, right? They were there all along, but now that I have an emotional connection, we have a family connection with a Subaru Outback, now we're seeing them all over. And that same kind of thing has happened with a theme that I came across years ago in Scripture, and it's really become very meaningful to me. I've done a lot of study and even some writing and teaching on it. And it's this idea that Jesus came not just to heal some, but all of the brokenness, right? And so if we go all the way back to the beginning, we see that all of our relationships have been broken. And I don't have time to go into it now, but if you look in Genesis chapter 2 and 3, our relationship with God was broken. Our relationship with each other was broken. Our relationship with the rest of creation was broken. And then over and over again, you see Jesus come to bring hope and healing, not just to one or two, but all three of these areas. And that's exactly what we see in Matthew chapter 9. Listen to this summary of Jesus as he goes out into ministry. This is Matthew 9, 35 and 36. Jesus went through all the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them, because they were harassed and helpless as sheep without a shepherd. In just two verses, we get this sense that Jesus is not just healing one part, but every part of us. He's reconnecting us with God. He's proclaiming the good news of a kingdom that we can be forgiven. He's healing our diseases and our sicknesses. He's showing compassion on those of us that are just beaten down by this dark, hard, heavy world. He has compassion. And then those that are being harassed, those that are helpless, those that are being mistreated, those that are in kind of these wrong relationships with others, Jesus speaks up for them. He's an advocate for them. He offers justice. And so whatever brokenness you feel, whether it's with other people, whether it's just the brokenness of this world, or it's even a strain in your relationship with God, friend, I have great news. Jesus is the answer to not one or two, but all three of those areas of brokenness. We're broken, but Jesus comes to heal not just some, but all of our brokenness. Follow him, lean on him, and allow him to lead you down those same paths, where you then become a conduit of his compassion and forgiveness, or his forgiveness, his compassion, and then also an advocate for advocacy and justice.